Howdy folks, welcome to Cray Outdoors. Today we are doing another unboxing. This will probably be my first and last and only unboxing of the year. This is basically my taxes back unboxing. I like to divide up my taxes between loans, savings, and fishing. And what you are going to see is the fishing portion of my tax returns. So unless my YouTube video channel really takes off and I start making money from it, this will probably be my last unboxing of the year. So here we go. I got a bunch of bass tackle for the year, like things that I was low on that I felt was necessary. I know I've got a ton of tackle, so it probably was not actually necessary. But yeah, let's see what we got here. I guess it must not have been that necessary because I don't 100% remember everything that I bought. So let's see. This first package was on back order. This one just came in, so yeah, I think this is just a package of hooks. Let's see. Bite Me. Hunter jig. Alright, yeah, it's just some weedless stand-up jig heads. Those are always good to have for fishing for smallmouth and rivers and stuff. Now into this box, which has got the majority of the fun stuff in it. Shout out to my roommate for letting me borrow his knife. So here's the box of most of the fun stuff. Ooh, okay, this actually was necessary. These are they're identical to the fishing glasses that I currently have, but the fishing glasses that I currently have are scratched up and falling apart, but I absolutely love them. They're like $12 and have lasted a very long time. And yeah, they're like Mike Iaconelli series fishing glasses that I don't even know what exactly the brand is. Renegade. So yeah, I love these things. They're durable. I think they look good on me, and they just make such a difference being able to see in the water, see where the bass are, see where the trout are when you're steelhead fishing. Definitely want to get yourself a good pair of polarized glasses if you plan on doing a lot of fishing. And I would highly suggest these Renegade Mike Iaconelli series glasses are awesome. They're very tough and they're very cheap too. So, I mean, durable and cheap and comfortable and effective. That's all you need. So, I also just got a bunch of different hooks, more weedless stand-up jig heads. We're fishing in the stream. These are some swim bait hooks. We've got a couple of new tech football jigs. I absolutely love football jigs, especially in the spring. I'm going to be using these very soon. As soon as the bass start pushing pre-spawn, when they're on the bed, they love grabbing these things too. You just drag them on the bottom. Anywhere where there's a hard bottom, football jigs are extremely effective in gravel and things like that. And gravel, rocks, anywhere where there's a hard bottom. One of the easiest ways to catch bass, in my opinion. Also got a bunch of these little finesse, Strike King finesse jigs. I haven't really used these, but I don't know. They look like they'd be very effective for pitching around trees and stuff. So we got a lot of the bass around here on the southern tier are pretty pressured. So they say that finesse jigs are a great way to catch pressured bass. And if they work anything as well as football jigs, then they should be pretty good. I mainly try and stick to like bluegill colors. Like bluegill's sort of the dominant forage around here. And most of the lakes. Some of the lakes like Lake Erie, it's shad. The Allegheny Reservoir has smelt in it and stuff, and perch. But perch are very similar. Like perch colors and bluegill colors are sort of interchangeable. Green pumpkins and your reds and your blues. So more of those swim bait hooks. I think these ones are different. These ones are slightly lighter. These ones are like 1/8, 3/16 ounce. The other ones were 1/4 ounce. So yeah, a bunch of hooks, which I bought actually. Well, I'll show you. I just bought a ton of hooks that were on sale for like 75 cents at Walmart. I think I probably paid like full price $3 for these, but. Yeah, 5/0 hooks are usually hard to come by in this area. So I usually have to order them, even though I just found a ton at Walmart in Fredonia. But another one of those little finesse jigs. What color is this one? I don't know if these say the color on them. I think it only says the color online, but yeah, I like the look of this color. It's kind of like a sunfish color or perch or something. It's got little green flakes in it. But it'll be very effective. And we got a bunch of rage tails of different colors. Rage tails are absolutely awesome. A bunch of different ways you can rig them. Very effective for bass. You can burn them through weeds. You can put them on top of weeds. You can put a giant weight in front of them so they crash in through the weeds, and they're just effective around anything, especially weeds. But you can run them over logs or wherever. I use them as jig trailers. Once they start getting torn up, I use them as a jig trailer instead of using them on like a Texas rig or something. A bunch of those in different random colors. These ones are straight up green pumpkin. Some of the other ones were like candy craw and different cool colors. So that's about everything. Oh, we got some more hooks. What are these? Oh, drop shot hooks. I'm not really, I don't know, I don't have a lot of experience using the drop shot, but that's like one of the most popular ways to catch bass nowadays, and I feel like it'd be really effective around here. So I'm gonna try, that's gonna be the rig of the 2017 bass fishing season. Like this summer, that's something that I want to figure out and conquer, you know, be one more step to being a bass master. I want to figure out how to work the drop shot, how to rig it, and catch fish with it. So yeah, more 5/0 worm hooks. And more of these swim bait jig heads. I think these ones must have been on like a crazy sale, the fact that I bought a bunch of these. They must have been really cheap, I don't remember. This should actually say on it how much they were. They're War Eagle brands. War Eagle, yeah, $1.50. I think that's cheap for a whole package of them, so yeah, they must have been on sale. So that's everything in here. I also bought a new fishing rod, which is downstairs, and I'll show you that in a second and talk about that. I actually just realized these are not weedless stand-up shaky heads. They're weedless weighted Senko hooks or wacky rig hooks. You hook them in the center of the Senko and they've got weight on it to make the Senko sink faster and sink into cover better and stuff. That's what these are. I just realized that. I've never actually used a weighted wacky rig hook before, and I wanted to try them out. On days when the bass are aggressive, I think it'd be a much better approach to, you know, get the Senko sinking faster. So also like in streams for smallmouth, it just seems like they'd work better, so I wanted to try them out. That's what those are. Before we head downstairs into the basement, there's what everything looks like all together. Yeah, that's all the junk that I bought, and I will show you my new fishing rod in the basement. Just to forewarn you, the lighting down there is probably pretty terrible. So here is my new fishing rod along with all of my other fishing rods and cross-country skis and junk. Actually, I never showed you guys my basement. I've never had this much space before for like all of my junk. I have space for all of my fishing junk. There's my metal detector, gonna be making metal detecting videos soon. I'll show you guys this really creepy room that we have in here too. I don't know what the deal is with this place. There's like a feeding trough or something in here. I have no idea. If you know anything about like old houses, let me know what this room is. We call it the animal room. It's really sketchy down here though. But yeah, I was thinking about making this into like a studio because it's fairly well lit. I mean, I could make it better lit and like decorate it out for fishing. I was thinking about making this like a fishing and filming room, but my roommate said that I'm crazy for wanting to spend any amount of extended time in here. But anyway, all right, back to the fishing pole. So anyway, my new fishing pole, what we have here is an Abu Garcia Veritas, I think that's how you pronounce it, Veritas, something like that, 2.0. And after buying this thing, actually, I picked up a magazine in the break room at work, and I didn't even realize this fishing pole was like voted, at least for the people reading that magazine, as like the #1 fishing pole for its value. So it's only about a $70 fishing pole, I think is what I paid for it. And yeah, I'm very excited to use it. It is a heavy action, 9-foot something fishing pole. It's a 7'9" fishing pole. Sorry, heavy action, 7'9". It's really meant for throwing like umbrella rigs, but what I wanted was either a very light action musky pole or like a heavy bass pole, and I decided to go with like the heavy bass pole. So yeah, I wanted it nice and long, that way I can figure eight musky lures and stuff. It's got the fast tip, which I want for like, yeah, jerking musky spinners and stuff. And so I bought it for muskie and swim baits for bass. The other thing I want to get into is like swim bait fishing. We don't really have like giant bass in this area, so I'm not going to be throwing giant swim baits. But I mainly fish for muskie in small rivers, so I'm not going to be really throwing any giant musky lures. But yeah, this pole should be plenty heavy duty enough. It's very light despite being a heavy action, and yeah, I'm excited to use it for sure. I'm probably going to put my current bait casting reel on it and put my new bait casting reel onto my old rod. I'll show you. So this is my current bass setup. I've got my Abu Garcia Black Max reel on my KVD Tour Series. I think this is like a 5-foot something rod. It's a pretty short rod. It says it's a medium heavy, even though it's, I don't know, it's a pretty light rod for a medium heavy. So I definitely needed a heavy action rod for, you know, throwing those bigger baits, throwing into heavy cover, and definitely for targeting muskie. So I got my heavy action rod now. Like I said, it's pretty cheap, and this rod was voted a great value. But what I plan to do is take my Black Max reel here off of this rod and put it onto the new rod, because it's got a very mid-level gear ratio, and I think it'll be good for, you know, for cranking small swim baits and, you know, small musky bucks and things. So yeah, I'm gonna put this Black Max reel onto this rod and put my new reel onto my KVD Tour Series Quantum rod. And this will still be my main bait caster for bass. This will still be my primary, and I'll just use this one for swim baits, very heavy cover situations, and for targeting muskie. So I never showed you guys this before, but I bought this around Christmas time. That was back when I was still working the solar panel job, making a decent amount of money. And yeah, this was like a Christmas deal. This is a Cast King Royal Legend reel. It was on sale for like 40 bucks, and it came with a pair of pliers with a hoop splitter for changing hooks and stuff that I really wanted. So yeah, this is my new reel that I will be putting onto that KVD Series Quantum rod, and this is still going to be my main bass rod. I'll take it out of the little package here for you. So I'll take this out of the package here real quick. Sorry, I'm filming right next to my furnace. That's the background noise you hear. But yeah, this is my first Cast King reel. I hear they make really high quality stuff for cheap, at least. I don't know. They sponsor a lot of small time YouTubers, and that's what they say. But again, they sponsor them, so who knows for sure. But again, for $40, it was sort of a deal that I couldn't really pass up. And this is a high-speed gear ratio. My Black Max, even though in terms of like price point, it's not an upgrade, for throwing soft plastics, jigs, frogs, things like that, you want a reel with a high-speed gear ratio, because you can reel in line faster and make more casts and catch more fish. So yeah, this reel is just more in line with what it is that I do with my main rod. So those are the main things I use my bait caster for. And yeah, so far it seems super smooth and stuff, but of course we'll see how it works once I get on the rod. My Black Max is still actually, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's in decent shape. It's my first ever bait caster, so I've absolutely been beating the crap out of it for the last year, and it's still held up pretty strong. So yeah, I'll use that on my other rod and use it for muskie and swim bait fishing and beat the crap out of it some more till she dies. And this nice new high-speed gear ratio, it's like a 7-to-1 Cast King Royal Legend, will go onto that KVD Tour Series Quantum rod. And yeah, that's going to be my setup for this next year. And I'm looking forward to slamming those bass. They're going to be pushing pre-spawn very soon, and hopefully we'll have some great bass fishing content mixed in with the trout fishing content and stuff. And of course, I've got a real rod for targeting muskie now this year, as soon as that season opens up at the end of May. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Cree Outdoors if you've not already. You're going to see all this stuff in action, especially the new rod and this new reel, and as well as the tackle eventually. So Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. All right, so I'll take this out of here for you real quick. This is the Royal Legend Reel. I haven't bought any Cast King products yet, but I know they sponsor.
Try it. I made you mac and cheese.
Thank you. I've just had macaroni and cheese delivered.
There you go,
Thank
dude.
you. I'm not gonna make